Hi, Virgo. It's Mary Ellen. I'm coming to you live from beautiful little Moonrise Cottage for your February 2021 Soul Tarot reading. We're going to talk about your life, Virgo, and we're going to talk about your spirit life and your love life because all these things are indicated here. For those of you that are new, welcome. It's really wonderful to meet all the new folks that are flocking to Moonrise Cottage. All the links are below to my website and the recommended astrology for the month. Go check out the website. There are some new offerings there, including, my guides are calling it the ability to talk with your yet incarnated child. There's a soul that may be coming through some of you. And I've added a reading so that you can go as parents and talk to that incarnating energy pattern, my guides are calling it. Okay? Lots of fun. Really, those readings are just deeply beautiful. So go check it out. The next meditation session, which will be 8 weeks long, with using the quantum energy of vibrational, my guides are calling it medicine, music, with that instrument behind me, is going to start soon. I haven't chosen a date, but it will be sometime in February, so heads up, okay? If you want to be on the list for notification, send me an email. Go to the website. So, Virgo, my guides are saying, let's talk like that. There's a lot going on. February is going to be a very uh, potentially tumultuous, my guides are saying life, but month. Okay, you may be, it's choppy waters for all of us. We have a full moon coming in Leo, the wolf moon, in just a couple more days on the 28th. And it's going to, illuminate and culminate all the battles and all the things that we've been through. And then we're going to take the next step through the gateway onto the energy of 2021. And there are a lot of squares and conjunction. Uranus is in the mix, Jupiter, Saturn. I mean, it's just kind of, astrologically, it's kind of a hot mess. And if you look at some of the readers out there that talk about the astrology, they're talking about awakening. Absolutely, that's what it's all for. And in the mix is the potential for volcanoes and earthquakes and just a lot of very explosive energy. And I see it here in your reading. So, beautiful Virgo, let's jump in. Look what came out for you. Those are the oracle cards. Okay? So, the first one out is, whoops, sorry, wrong one. That is about infinity energy. Do you see the numerology adds up to 8? The beautiful hummingbird. So there are a lot of things that are true about hummingbird. It is about a very intense amount of vibration, very high vibration, rapidly, hang on. It's the intensity of the vibration and the rate at which it vibrates. High energy, people would call it. There's a lot of joy in the things that are wrapped up in that kind of energy. That's the direction that you're going in. See that? Very definitely. And at the same time, there are going to be challenges that this little bird is going to have to fly through and weather. And change is coming, but this is the destination. So the very next thing that came out, was this. The Sacred Lovers. It's interesting that this is in the mix because I see it in the cards as well. So we're going to talk about it. But some of you are connecting with a sacred lover, a very sacred lover, because of the type of vibration that you are walking in and that is available to you this month, the hummingbird. So some of you are experiencing a lot of joy with a partner. Some of you are experiencing the way the transition of your energy can cause some challenges in love. Whoever it is, those of you that are connecting with a lover, whoever it is you're connecting with, I do believe it's some type of highly ordered soulmate or quantum partner that is in the process of causing your vibration to shift and change. It's part of what's in the mix for you, as a sacred lover always will do. That's elk. Beautiful, isn't it? It's about having stamina for the long journey and about the things that will pursue you. The story, if you look at the book, the story is about Mountain Lion who's chasing elk. and elk just starts running up the mountain. And, elk outruns mountain lion because elk has stamina. So whatever the challenges are that are chasing you, and facing you, you're going to come through it just fine. Don't worry about it. The other thing about hummingbird is that they are extremely territorial, and they are a little bit vicious when they are protecting their territory. So if you've ever had a hummingbird feeder and you sit there and watch, you know what I'm talking about. These little creatures don't play, and don't mess with them because they will come straight at you. It's very interesting. So in your human life, this is what my guides want to speak to you about, in terms of your trajectory. So the renewer of devotion is the great awakener. The judgment card. Something's happening in your life that is causing you to awaken. It might be this love connection, but there's also some challenges that you are having, and you are going to have to go the distance in the month of February and through this full moon. There's something that's happening. You may be involved in some legal battles. You may be involved in a situation. It might be with your lover where there has to be some judgment about what the situation is really about so that you can experience your awakening. And some justice, my guys are talking about judgment and justice, will come to you. So when this comes up, it indicates the final point of a circuit for your soul. So something is being finished and something is being begun. You're in that in-between place in this really intense Leo full moon that's bringing culminations. And there you are. This is your energy in the reading. So we're talking about having been through a battle or experiencing some kind of a battle. And this battle it's not light. It's like a fight to the death, whatever this is about. And my guys are talking about legal matters. So some of you are involved in some kind of a legal matter that may be causing you some distress. Maybe some of you are getting a divorce, right? Could be anything. So when that battle is done, you find yourself standing there a little tattered up, but you're alive. And you're a little bit surprised that you won this battle, whatever it is. And then you go into the sacred hut, Four of Swords, judgment of battle, to do some deep pondering and to regroup and to replenish yourself. So I think that's what the guides really want to talk about, the process that you're going to be going through, because there's something going on that's challenging you, even though there's a lot of joy in the mix. And there's aspects of highly ordered love vibration. So let's find out what's going on. So what's interesting about this reading, given all those things that seem to be in opposition to each other, look at that. Change, the numeral 5, the 5 of Pentacles, combat of knowledge, the things that you know that may be a little bit under the surface. This is a story, typical tarot, 5 of Pentacles is feeling like you're out in the cold. Something is really troubling you or challenging you, as the case may be. And since the Lover's card is here and the Hummingbird is here, I'm assuming for a lot of you, it's about something that you felt that you held dear, or someone that you love, or some situation that you wanted to maintain and it just didn't work, or it's not working out, or there's a battle going on in order to reorder it. So this is a fairy tale about a sacred goddess who agreed to marry a mortal king. And she had one condition: you can't reveal me. You have to keep my secrets secret. And he didn't. Of course, there's a story involved, but he was not able to honor her in the way she asked him to honor her and keep her safe. And so she found out about it, and she was compelled through the relationship to run a race with a racehorse. So there's something about the relationship that caused you a lot of distress, and you were maybe running around in circles. Something was happening. And eventually, because you're a mystical goddess, you touch the stone of your destiny. You were pregnant in that moment. There was something very fertile about the relationship. A lot of promise was there. And the partner who, I keep saying, who did you wrong, really who think this is about disrespect in a basic way. You finished this journey feeling very angry and very upset and very betrayed. See the color of the card? There's the Leo energy and the Uranus energy that brings shock and awe and awakening. So eventually you just have the stamina to go the distance, to win the race, so to speak. You touch the stone of your destiny. And in that moment you give birth. This woman gave birth to twins, and she banished her earthly husband from her life forever and kind of put a curse on, my guides are calling it male subjects, so that they would know the pain of childbirth. There's something going on, and you are, my guides just said, you're loaded for bear, because whatever this was, it was very hurtful to you, and you felt extremely betrayed, Virgo. And I'm very sorry to hear that. So here's the next card. That's a Five of Cups. You see again, slings and arrows, battles going on. Another five. Five of Cups. The sun's coming up, Virgo. It's going to be okay, my darlings. So you stood around with your hoodie on for a while, healing yourself. My guides are saying things like, putting salve on your wounds and just processing what happened and what you had allowed yourself to engage with that caused you so much harm. And it could be love. And my guides they're saying, it could be whatever way it goes in your life. It's very interesting because I just went through a very intense process of my own. And I was away from Moonrise Cottage for, I think, 4.5 months. And finally, I brought my stuff home, and I'm back here because I wasn't going to put up with what was going on. It wasn't good. So that was not a love relationship, but it was something that was very important to me. And promises were made and promises were failed, my guides are saying, things like that. And in the end, I actually sustained a fairly serious injury because of the hijinks. So it's, that's my walk through this energy. In February, it's going to begin to resolve, and you're going to be okay, Virgo, all right? So I just want you to know, because this is kind of a challenging message, isn't it? So look at that. I like that. The woman of knowledge, that's you. Virgo, most of us are healers on some level. We understand how to bring order out of chaos and how to rise from the dead. She's picking herbs and flowers for healing from the gravestone where her brother is buried. So you see the light coming in through over the tops of the mountains. You got light signified by the blonde hair. You went into the deep, Virgo. And what you're doing is you're healing yourself, and my guides are literally saying you're taking the walk that a Virgo would walk on after such an event happened. That's the High Priestess. This is the energy that transmutes this experience that you had in your human life to your soul contract. Why did this happen? What's it about? For me, it was I learned some things that I hadn't considered before. I learned a lot, and it was somewhat painful, but I'm fine. I'm still a little angry, under the surface, but it's coming off of me, and I know that I'm going to be okay in the long term because I took this experience to the temple and had an audience with the goddess, the guardian of truth, the High Priestess. And I gave it over to, my guides just said, the High Mother. So that's what's happening. This is, in a way, it's really a net positive. This is what's going on, all right? And at some point when you're ready, you're going to throw your hoodie off, pick up those 2 cups. You know they're there. I know they're there. It's going to be okay. I'll pick myself up and walk across the bridge. And look, interesting, it's in this illustration as well. So it's going to be good. Some of you are going to be going through this process. I think mine, my guides are saying, primarily it's already happened. So some of you have been through it, some of you are going through it, and all of us, I think, are going to be continuing to process whatever this is about. Might be some of your thoughts and feelings about the election. Who knows? So on a soul level, that's the Death card. Look at that. See what happens for us fabulous Virgos when something goes wrong. We don't, you know, Virgo, I know the stamina that you have. You don't let it hold you back or hold you down. You say your piece, you do what you need to do, and you just move on, because Virgos cannot stand to be in any kind of chaos. I can't tolerate it. I won't stay. I will make my attempts to bring things into justice and into balance, and when it doesn't work, I'm out. So for us, it put us through some kind of a my guys just said death rotation, death and rebirth. Look, see how wise you are coming out the other side? You went straight into the portal when you went into the temple to talk to the high priestess. And you had some kind of shamanic event happen that brought to you a lot of wisdom and new growth. See the leaves? Really beautiful. So when you went through the portal of this event, you went straight into your strength, Virgo. That's what a Virgo does. It's really hard to create a situation in which a Virgo will crumble, because we are of the earth. We are literally rock solid, and we can take care of ourselves. That's what this woman did. The Strength card. This is a story about a real human woman who rose an insurrection against the Roman army. She followed the energy. That is how she came to victory. So you are going to be victorious in this situation in some way. And, you know, if it is about actually literally some kind of legal problem or something like that, you just stand in your strength. It's going to be okay, because you have everything you need, and you're going to be reminded of that. Look at that. King of Pentacles. New growth, transformation, all the abundance that you need. That's what this turn of events is showing you. So if it has to do with a lover, you might be fighting with your lover in some way. Check it out. And it may cause you to walk away, to heal yourself and just walk away. It might cause you, see that? There's a lot of healing going on, Virgo. It might cause you to go deeper into your own energy because of this energy of awakening that's going on in the month of February, initiated by this intense, fiery full moon in Leo on the 28th. It's going to bring things into culmination, as all full moons do. Illumination, culmination, secrets coming out. You're going to know what you need to know, and then you are going to take care of it on a soul level. And you are going to come back into your stability, and you're going to be very abundant because you're going to be wiser. That's part of it. And then Virgo, because you're you, look. You know, how does a Virgo go through a tragedy? Well, you take care of business, and then you manifest what you want, because you are very psychic and very spiritual. A lot of you are healers, and you understand how to bring order out of chaos. So you're going to work your magic to manifest love. That's the Ace of Cups. So there's a lot of you, I think, there's some kind of epic battle going on. If you look at the links below about February, you're not going to be surprised. There might be some epic battles in love. And do you love how much this couple is snuggled up together, looking skyward, and the outcome of this reading is the Ace of Cups. So a lot of you are really going to get through. You're really going to heal yourself. You're going to have the battle, and you're going to be hot. Whatever it's about, you're really mad. Some of you are going to come through, and you're going to reorder this love, and you're going to be able to bind together in a way that's, my guides are saying, for the long haul. That's why Elk is here. So it's a very interesting, tumultuous type of reading, isn't it? So my guides are saying, mind your P's and Q's, understand what you're going through. You know, if this is the love of your life or somebody that's significant, you're going to fight hard for the relationship. That's part of what's going on here. You are going to stand your ground, Virgo. I encourage you to do that. If you have to fight with somebody who's a sacred partner, do it with integrity, okay? That's how you get this kind of an outcome. So it's interesting to me that, given all the words that have been spoken, the Lover's card is sandwiched in between these two energies. So, oops, did I do it wrong? Yes, of course I did. so hard to look at something backwards and figure it out. So that's kind of, that's the journey, okay? You're going into the joy place with the love element, and yet there's some kind of significant journey, and it's going to take a lot of stamina. So I hope that wasn't too confusing. It was a little bit of roller coaster ride for this reading. Let's pick from the runes, shall we? For you, beautiful Virgo, from the Sacred Bowl. Understand your trajectory and how your energy displays itself and is utilizing the energy in the cosmos. That's why you have to watch the astrology, okay? Okay, Spirit, please have something for beautiful Virgo. Ooh, they're telling me to go counterclockwise. Interesting. Okay, Virgo. Wait do you see this? That's the rune for fertility. So it's a fertile moment, no doubt. That's why the Judgment card leads the reading. You are having some kind of an awakening. It is through a partnership. It's a fertile moment for your growth and your understanding, and perhaps for the relationship. And some of you may be helping a soul incarnate through you. So if that's the case, given all the words that were spoken, maybe it's causing some tumultuousness, and you can use this opportunity if you dare. My guides are saying, if you dare to sort of hang with it and get to the other side of the challenge and bring into your life all the things that are meant to come. And you can literally manifest them, okay? So Virgo, have a wonderful month. Keep in touch. Let me know what's going on for you and how these energies are playing out. But don't shrink back from this. I don't think you will. Just understand that there's a beautiful outcome to these challenges, whatever you are facing, and you're going to be incredibly abundant in all these ways. Thanks, Virgo. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll look forward to seeing you again next month, Goddess willing.